What up guys, Raisin here, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Me and IJ are going to show off some of our oldest worlds that we ever created. And this first world is my first world, actually. This is the very first thing that I built in it. It was back in like 2017, I think, like the summer of that year, maybe. I thought it would be a good idea to build this thing right here, and then build a house that lined up with the bullseye thing right there. And yeah, this is basically my first ever build. And then basically what happened is I wandered off over here to make the explosions, and back then I didn't know how to turn my render distance up, and then I was like, wait, I just lost to my house. So I just decided to wander a little bit farther off, and by the way, this pathway wasn't here when I wandered off. This was when I eventually found my old build. But anyways, I ended up building this small little house. When I first built it, this little part wasn't on it, and this giant monstrosity wasn't on it, and I just decided, hey, this looks cool. And back then my signature colors were orange and lime green, and I thought it was so cool that I had my bookshelves and a command block that set the weather to clear, and I had my little chicken, and then I was like, hey, let's make a doghouse. So that's exactly what I did. How would you review my first house, IJ?
3 out of 10.
3 out of 10? Alright, that's probably a very reasonable thing. And then I was like, hey, let's make a secret base, even though it wasn't that secret. So I just made this ginormous tower into this base. And I actually made this base the next morning, like after the day that I got Minecraft. But yeah, this is the ugliest base that you could ever have, but it was one of the very first things that I built. And how would you rate my secret base, IJ?
1 out of 10. Not very secret. And if I can show them the dangerous teleporter that Raisin is no longer allowed to use.
Yeah, yes, this was the teleporter that I made, and that almost got me lost one time. But anyway, then I was like, hey, let's build some other stuff. So I decided I'm gonna make a laboratory, and I thought it was so cool that I made this roof that went all the way to the top. It's not that great. So here's all the stuff that I put in here. I put some guardians. Here was the work desk that used to have a villager in it. I think it was this villager, and he wandered into the charged creeper pit. Here's my little slime. Here's some zombie pigmen, and then here's the end portal and the nether portal. So yeah, how would you rate my laboratory?
I give it a 5 out of 10.
Oh really?
Very nice. Not a great outside.
No, it's not a very
Everything
great outside.
Good, except for the glass sticking above. So I give it a 5 out of 10.
Anyways, the next thing that I built was the Minecraft Express, and I thought it was super cool that I made a glass floor with water underneath it. Here's my little worker, and then here's like little tables, and then up here to the actual rooms, I thought it, like, I don't know what I was thinking, but all the rooms would go down a ladder, and then you go into this tight little space, and that's what all 4 rooms look like. And it's really stupid. But anyways, I was like, hey, I'm gonna make one more floor to this. This is gonna be the suite room. And yeah, this is basically all I could come up with for a suite room. How would you rate my hotel, IJ?
1 out of 10.
Yeah, I was expecting more of like a 0. And then I was like, hey, let's keep expanding, and I made tons of ugly builds. And I don't know who this guy is. I don't know why I built him. I have no idea who he is. And yeah.
Not look familiar.
So this is basically just my first world. By the way, if you don't like and subscribe, this Enderman will literally be you when you wake up tomorrow. You'll have, yeah, all this, like this ugly sweater and that tie. And you'll have your butt falling off and your poop coming out of your butt that fell off. This will be you. Alright, on to the next world, I guess. Alright, this next world was my first ever survival world, and here's my pretty ugly house. It was just this whale for a while, and then I just turned it into my entryway, and then I expanded it and made little chests, and then I made like a little hallway that goes up to another hallway that goes into my bedroom, and then if you go up the first hallway a little bit more, you'll get to the guest bedroom. And I did all this like in complete survival, like there's no cheats on this at all. And then I built 4 water towers, and here's my sheep farm right here. There's not very many sheep in it, but oh my gosh, there's a spider in there. Are you kidding me? Alright, but anyways, yeah, this is basically my first survival world in a nutshell. And how would you rate it, IJ?
7 out of 10.
Oh, really? I was expecting more of a 2. But alright, cool. I guess on to the next world. This next monstrosity of a world is the world that I did a lot of testing on and just not very good stuff. Like, I built this ugly pink sheep, I made this Stampy figurine and this exploding TNT figurine, and I tried to make a modern house. It didn't really work. Like, this is supposed to be a TV. I don't know what I was thinking. There's holes in the ceiling. It's pretty bad. But I haven't played in this world in over like 2 years, but over here, this is my first mini game that I ever made. I kind of copied it off of someone, but yeah, you just stand in the middle, eat a chorus fruit, and see which block you land on. This is 1 point, this is 2 points, or the purple one is 1 point, the magenta is 2 points, and the quartz is 3 points, and if you land in the grass, you lose all your points. So yeah, just as IJ demonstrated. How would you rate this world, IJ?
I give it a 4 out of 10. Your builds have progressively got better than the last world.
Yeah, so that's this world in a nutshell. On to the next one. This next world, me and IJ both spent 100+ hours on. The summer of 2019, we were like, hey, let's make a world. And this is the first world that I ever beat the Ender Dragon in. Here's our house. It has bells. Here's our dog.
If you come in here, the outside of the house looks a lot familiar. If you can guess what house it looks like, if you comment it down below.
Yeah, and then down here is our basement with our storage and stuff. And then through this painting, we have Notch and Jeb. And then here's our dragon egg that we got from the dragon. And here is the dragon head that we got from one of the ships.
And then when you come down this ladder, you have the enchantment room and the grindstone.
Yes, this is the worst enchantment room that I've ever seen. And then here's the worst nether farm that I've ever seen. But it works. And that's all that matters.
And then if you come up the stairs, you go outside. What we have over to the left of the house, we have our farm, and this was actually the first farm that I built like this, like the animal pen, not a farm.
Yep.
Well, I guess it kind of counts as a farm, but.
And then yeah, here's our chorus fruit farm. Here's just 2 mushrooms that I grew, I guess. There's our horses over there, our horses. And let's go through the nether portal. This is our nether hub. It's not that great, but it works, I guess. And we've spent a lot of time in this nether. It literally took us like 1 or 2 weeks to find one of those nether fortresses. If you go this way, it'll take you to the portal that goes to the stronghold, but we're not going to bother showing you that. It's not that great of a stronghold. So on to IJ's world. Alright guys, this is IJ's world. IJ, take over the tour.
So this is our very odd, supposed to be modern, ugly house.
Yep.
This was Raisin's bed. This was a random bed that we have no idea what it's for. And this is my bed.
Yep.
And this floor is very ugly, but we kept it.
Yeah.
Here is our farm with Creeper.
Oh my gosh, Creeper. Ah, yeah, there's not much to show.
If we come through the nether, this nether I have known for the longest time. It is the nether that I spent the longest learning, because this was my first nether experience. This was my first time that I actually went to the nether, and yeah.
Alright, cool. Alright guys, I hope you all enjoyed this tour. I know it's a little bit different style than I've been doing. If you liked any part of this video, make sure to leave a like and comment which world was your favorite. Make sure to follow our Instagram at Raisin and IJ. Link will be in the description. And thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.
Bye.